Up YouTube, Sam from Sam's Garden Maintenance. And in this video today, guys, I want to talk to you about how February has gone. All done, we've got through it. I think the first couple of months of the year aren't the funniest months, if I'm being honest with you, but we've done it. A couple of good things have come out of it. This has been my best February on record. I've managed to earn a lot more than I did last year, which is brilliant really. When I look at January and February's earnings from last year, I must have been bored out of my tree or something, I don't know, because there were a lot less, especially February. It was a lot less really, but maybe with me being a bit poorly at that time, you know, that probably made up for it, who knows. But the upward trend is continuing. The first 2 months I beat last year's first 2 months, so that's all I can really ask for at this point in time, if you want me to be honest with you. Even though February's earnings haven't been as good as the rest of the year, you know, so it's been a low month, I've had to sort of mind what I've been spending. There's always one takeaway I have from this, is that I hark back to the days I was in employment, and I can tell you what, I did 56 hours this month from what I worked out. And when I think about how long I was at work for, so my old job, I would have had to have, you know, I was doing 40 hours a week, you know, 5 days a week, and then what I would have earned for that month is actually less than what I earned gardening, you know. This is after tax, so it's not a great deal, if I'm being honest with you, that I was bringing in. So like I said, that's what, you know, one sort of take-home fact that I do have from it is that you know, it's still better than when I was in employment. So yeah, as I said, now there has been a couple of highs and lows. Ended up parting ways with a customer. I'll tell you about that in another video, but that is what it is. It's annoying, but what can you do? I've said to you at the start, I'm trying to keep costs down, but costs still come in, and unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, I had to have new brakes and tyres. You know, I can't not have them, so that was 650 quid for 4 tyres and 4 sets of brakes, or whatever they are. And I've had to put my newspaper ad in, so that was 175 quid. So you can see just how quickly money sort of, you know, gets eaten up. And me at the moment, you know, the journey of my business, it is a large portion of it. So like I've said, I'm just going to knuckle down for the rest of the year. I went to saw the consultant, and he said that I will be going into hospital to have like the reversal surgery in around about Christmas time. And how that's looking is that's looking at probably another sort of 2 to 3 months recovery. Basically the same amount of time I had in hospital last time, the same amount of recovery, so around about 3 months. He has said it should be 6 weeks, but it was 6 weeks last time, so there's no way I can, you know, sort of stick to that. So I'm banking on 2 to 3 months. So it is what it is. I'm trying not to think about it, but I will be planning for it. So I will be putting money aside, saving money, you know, just going from there really. It's only when I get the actual date I can then sort of react to it and plan for it basically. So like I said, it is what it is. But February hasn't gone too bad, to be fair. As I said, it's not you know, the funniest of months, but it's been okay. As I said in another video, that I'd rung around all my old customers, so got them booked in. That went without a hitch. So like I said, I'm just you know, looking forward and just planning on basically getting back to work, getting back into it. That's my main sort of focus at the moment, is getting back into it, and I am looking forward to it actually. I enjoy my job, so for me it really isn't a chore, if I'm being honest with you. I'm looking forward to how March is looking, as I've got the majority of the work sort of booked in, so I'll be covering my costs plus extra. So all I need to do now is, hope the advert works, and it should do. It does pretty much every year, to be fair. So the advert will be used for bringing in new work, one-off work. It'll be used for bringing in some exterior cleaning work, which will be good. The exterior cleaning this side's been a bit quiet this month. The majority of the earnings has been from the gardening, which is, to be believed. But as this month brightens up, apparently in March we're expected snow. So I think that will be a setback if it comes, because it's not just one and done, it's not like it's done in a day. It seems to bloody linger around for ages, and it's just a pain in the arse. So hopefully, that will sort of come and go quickly, or not at all, which will be nice. And then once the weather starts brightening up, I always think around here, most people's seasons are quite late, especially in the town I live in. I always think it's like a Cheadle season, because if you ask I was speaking to a chap the other day, and I do his gardening for him. I do the big stuff, but I think at some point I'll end up taking over the lawns as he gets a bit older, or they get on top of him. And I was saying to him about, while I'm here, do you want me to skip over the lawn, because they're already, in my opinion, needed a cut. They were quite long. He says, no, I don't start cutting till at least start of April. So that's his season. I know when I take over, or if I take over, that won't be my season, because and he even said himself, he says, first cut's always a nightmare. It takes me most of the day to do it. I'm like, it won't be taking me that, mate. It'll be done sort of, as and when. Not, on a fixed date. And people they have it in the mind around here that there's literally a fixed date. So no matter how long the grass looks or how untidy it looks, it's the first cut's done April, end of March. As I said, it's just a peculiarity, but luckily, that's not the majority of people. The majority of the people I work for, they're happy to have it done when it needs doing, basically. But there is a lot of sort of set in stone, this is when it comes up sort of nature. So here's what it is. Nothing else really has happened. As I said, lost that customer. YouTube actually got a bit of a boost. That's been growing quite steadily actually. We're on our way to 500 subscribers, so that's brilliant. Can't really think else. I bought no new kit. New kit I will be buying. There's a couple of things I want. Going into probably the busier months, I'll do it. I will be buying the new HS whatever it is, handheld hedge trimmer, that sort of style. I've got the 86, it's good and it's lasted. It's about probably 3 years old now, but it is good solid bit of kit, but it's got its flaws, so I'll be looking at getting the new model, because that looks a bit more commercial. I dropped, I think this has got to be a record for the dealer. I dropped the hedge trimmer off the long reach one to him last year, probably September, and he's had it, he's repaired it, and it's still broken, and he's still got it. So that's got to be a record now at some point. I've got a feeling he's going to say it's out of warranty, but that'll be when the argument will be happening. I've not had full use of it because he's had it for so bloody long, so it's dragging on now. Luckily I've got a spare, so that is what it is. What else is happening? I might have a lead on a bit of storage space, and it will be basically sharing half of a double garage. So basically it will be, I'll be renting a full car garage, like a full side of a single garage. It's a double garage. The person only uses half of it, and they'll be happy for me to take the other half. and I've said I'll pay rent. I think she said she didn't want anything, but don't believe in that. You know, I think it needs to be a two-way sort of thing. So I'm looking forward to maybe getting that, because at the moment storage is hard. It's hard for all of us. We end up accumulating a lot of stuff, and there is some more stuff I would like to get, and at the moment it's sort of limiting, you know, by the fact that there's no storage. So that's, you know, sort of on the mindset at the moment. Maybe that'll happen. If it does happen, there'll probably have to be a little bit of money spent on it, so I'll probably want to get some good quality racking and shelving, and I'd probably put a floor down, so, you know, like those clicky floor panels, but the plastic ones, not the fucking vinyl fabric ones that shred when you walk on them. Probably do that just so it protects her garage. And then, you know, if I do get a bigger premises, I could take all of it with me. Basically, it's not going to be a one-off expense. I think the lighting in there is pretty crap, so, you know, we'll have to sort something out. So yeah, as I said, that'll be an exciting part of the journey, really, because I think then it'll let me just, you know, not have to worry about kit. It'll be easier if it's all in sort of one place and it's secure. You know, it's a nice little area it's kept in, and it's already insured wherever it's stored anyway. So yeah, that's it really, guys. That's February. It's gone quick-ish. Feels like it's dragged, but it has gone, you know, it's gone all right. So we're looking now into the more busier months. It should be going up and up now. That's if the weather. As I said, this year, still quite unsure about it, so we will have to see. But I'll keep you updated along the line. I'll try and do an update video like this as we go along, but you'll hear about stuff that comes up. I react pretty quick to it. So have a good day and keep on gardening, guys.